So we're just going to wrap up Dirk Hartog Island and some of the statistics and things of what it required for us to go on the island and spend that much time there as a family of 5.
It was a good old trip. Highly recommend it. That was up there, one of the best sort of camping trips we've done, I think.
Yeah.
It was so good. We really enjoyed it. The kids enjoyed it. We had fun. We had a bit of crappy weather the first 1 or 2 nights, but that didn't really impact us too much. And then we just had awesome experience after that. So, yeah, really good. Yeah. So, like I say, we'll just break it down a few things that we've costs and things that we use. So,
yep.
Okay, you can start.
Okay then. So basically when we were planning to do the trip and we knew we were doing all of the island, so we were staying on all different campsites all over the island, we knew we'd need to be really prepared with our food and our water. We're pretty used to going off grid, like just sleeping in the swags and things like that. We have that all prepared all the time. And the back of the car is set up for it too. Like we've got cutlery and plates and everything always in there. But what we needed to think about was adding that food and water element to it. So I did pre-prepare a whole heap of meals before we went and cryovac and froze them. One, because it saves on a lot of space in the freezer or the fridges. And 2, because then you can actually have decent meals when you're away. So some of the things that we did was things like curried chicken. It had vegetables in it, chili con carne, vegetable curry, all the stuff for fajita, like fajitas. So the vegetables and the chicken in together, and then we just took the packet of seasoning. We also cryovac'd our meat, so if we were just doing meat and salad and things like that, and had that all ready to go too. So we did take some fresh fruit and veg, and obviously we used that fresh stuff to begin with, and then we had all the stuff that was frozen, ready to go, and we still had decent meals along the way. So we ate pretty well.
Yeah, have a look. I ain't starving by any stretch, so it was good. And obviously we caught, we had a few meals of fish that we caught that we didn't pack for, because you can't do that, because if you don't catch any fish you're going to starve.
Exactly. So we packed enough food for
that was a bonus to have that. So we did have food left over at the end because of that reason. So
absolutely.
Which was good. And then we move on to like water. So we took our bladder, which was full, 110 litres. We had 2 40-litre jerry cans on 2 20-litre jerry cans on the back, so 40 litres there. Plus I think about 10 litres of bottled jugged water sort of thing that we had in the back of the car. So we said about 160 litres all up. Now, over the 10 nights, the last 3, obviously, we were in the homestead where we had showers and things like that. So we didn't obviously use as much water for the first 7 nights when we were at Steep Point. So with that into account, we averaged out about 10 litres a day. We ended up having about 60 litres left over at the end. So I ended up having to pour some water out of the bladder just so I could roll it back up to put it in. So and top the jerrys up at the end. So really we were quite
we had heaps.
Not flippant with our water, but we just use it as normal. We didn't
well, as you would have seen if you saw the previous episodes to this, the kids bathed, we all bathed at least every second night. Oh, it's in this episode.
That's in this episode. But anyway,
at least every second night we were bathing in fresh, clean water. So, and that was just used out of our own water supply. It wasn't salt water or anything like that. So we certainly didn't completely rough it or anything. Like we actually used it.
And a lot of the things we clean up when we do the dishes and things like that, we just use those Enviro wipes and stuff like that as well. So you're not having to fill up.
Like the antibacterial wipes.
Yeah, so we do that, and we're just good with water. So that's what we used anyway.
You probably, so in saying that, you probably don't need to take 160 litres of water. No. So if you were just if you didn't have a bladder and you just took all your drinking water and then a few jerrys of water, you'd be fine.
You'd be fine. Yeah.
Easy. Especially if you're staying in the homestead for the last few nights as well.
Yeah.
Because they did also have drinking water there. You could fill up bottles, like drinking bottles and stuff with, as well as the showers for showering in.
Yeah, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, so that was all that. Then we'll talk about like our actual accommodation costs and the barge costs to get over there. That was probably the biggest part of it, and one of the big decisions why we decided that we would stay over there for the 9 nights, because it is quite expensive to get across on the barge.
It's got to be the most expensive barge per kilometre, I think, in Australia.
Well, certainly the most expensive
that
one
we've
ever come across so far.
I think people have said that in the past, but it's one of those things it's the only way you get over there, so you have to do it.
It is. Yeah. And I guess their running costs are huge, and paying for the skipper and all that sort of stuff all the time. So, you know, we don't say that that's an issue. We're just saying that that's why we decided we'd stay and do the whole island, so do the entire experience. In our opinion, it's not really worth just sort of going over and just staying a couple of nights there. Like just if you only sort of went just to the homestead and just stayed there for a few nights, in our opinion, we didn't think that was really worth it for the barge prices. So I would really encourage others to consider just doing a longer stint and really making use of the cost of the barge. So in saying that, I had to write this down because it got a little bit tricky in my head. The barge was $340 each way. So that was for the 5 of us. So that's obviously 2 adults and 3 kids that we're paying for. Plus you also pay like a fee to go onto the island, which is $35 for each adult and $22 for the children. So there was an extra $136 on top of that. So all up for us just to physically get ourselves onto the island and the car was $816. So yeah, it was literally about 2 kilometres from Steep Point across to Dirk Hartog. So a little bit exy, but
that's there and back though. $800.
That was returned. Yeah.
But still,
yeah, that was a bit expensive. But anyway, it is what it is. So the other thing you also take into consideration was accommodation. So we spent the first 6 nights on the island, all in national park accommodation. So that was all that sort of top end of the island, not the homestead basically. And that was $46 a night for our family. So it's $20 a night for adults, and then it was $3 a night for children 6+. So Ari's only 5, so obviously we didn't have to pay for him. So $46 a night for those ones. And then the homestead, a little bit more expensive. It was $74.20 a night. And really for that you got access to the camp kitchen and the showers there. And there is a little bar where you can go, but it doesn't offer food, only drinks. So yeah, it probably was more on the expensive side compared to the other sides. Yeah. But it was nice as well.
It was a good wrap up to have.
Yeah. It was nice to come back from that top end of the island and be able to sort of chill out at the homestead there and use the showers and
nice
things
facilities
like that.
And stuff like that. So that was good.
That was good. So all up, if we sort of broke it down, so like I said before, we did the whole 9 nights over there so as that we could sort of, I don't know, balance out the whole situation.
Make the barge price split up into 9 nights.
And also because we did want to explore the whole island, so it made it easier to do that. We wouldn't have liked to just do a day trip up to the top of the island and back and all that. So all up was about $152 a day for our costs, which really...
It's not too bad considering.
Yeah, so that's our barge and our accommodation costs, obviously not the fuel, which Mark will tell us about in a sec.
Or food or anything like that. So.
Yeah,
so on
not
that...
too bad.
Yeah, it's all right. On fuel... so K's travelled, we did about 750 kilometres, and that's from Hamlin Station where we left the caravan to the island, and then exploring all the island, and then back to Hamlin Station to pick up the caravan was about 750 Ks. Now there's a fuel station that's about 20 Ks before Hamlin Station, so if you need to fill up, that's the place to do it. They also do fuel on the island, but it is very expensive because they've obviously got to get it over there and store it for you. You don't have to buy it there, but if you need it, if you do your calculations and work out you're going to need it.
And don't want to take your own jerrys over, I guess.
Or you just physically can't. Either way, if you need the fuel over there, you need to let them know because they'll just take it for you. If you don't use it, it's fine. They don't care because I think they just have the fuel there anyway. So you don't. It's not locked in.
Yeah. You can go to them and collect your fuel,
I need
pay
my
for your fuel if you want it. Yeah.
So that's it. So like I say, we use 750 Ks. Our cruiser can do about 12 or 1300 Ks on the tank, so we're fine. With long range tank, it's awesome. But
that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, something to keep in mind. And the driving conditions don't get any easier without a caravan. You're still on soft sand, you've got lower tyre pressures, all that sort of stuff. So our fuel economy was about the same as if we were towing a caravan anyway. So just take that into consideration.
Yeah.
So that was good. Not too bad considering we did a lot of Ks considering it was a fairly small island, but we were doing a lot of these ones and we saw it all.
We went all around the place.
Yeah, we were pretty chuffed with that. And that wasn't an issue for us, the kilometres, but it may be for some.
Yeah.
But take it, do your own calculations.
Exactly. Just be prepared, really.
Yeah.
But all in all, we loved it. Great experience. So glad we finally got over there.
Yeah, it was so good.
We'd really recommend it. Don't be put off if you're taking young kids. Really, it's really relaxed, and you just you feel like there's no one else around. Like,
I think
you can do whatever you want to do. Really, it's beautiful.
The whole time up the north end of the island, I think we ran into like 2 or 3 other camping families or camping couples
Groups,
or whatever, And that was it in like 6 days. So very rare you see someone. Well, when we did it, it was like that. It wasn't that busy. So
which I think they keep it like that most of the time anyway.
I think they aim to keep the numbers down on the island, which is good. So anyway, as a wrap up, definitely do it.
Do it.
Really good.
Enjoy it.
And yeah, just get out and explore because it's awesome.
Absolutely. It's worth it.
Anyway, on that, thanks for watching. It was a good series. If you liked it, make sure you like it and subscribe and share. Tell your mates, watch it because it's good. We love it. We love doing it.
Yeah.
And we love showing you guys. So yeah, thanks for that.